So I'm going to ask you to start today by drawing a rectangle on your paper. It doesn't have to be more than like an inch by 2 or 3 inches. Just anywhere in your sketchbook, draw yourself a rectangle. Yep, up in the green paper there. And you're going to choose one of the pencils you just picked out, and take one that's on the darker side, like not the lightest one you picked. And we're going to do a value scale with them, which means you're going to go all the way across that rectangle from dark to light. And you can even fade it to white. And I'm going to show you in just a sec how I start this, because we do want it to show the darkest possible color that you can make with that pencil, like all shiny and dark. But if you start in with that, it's really hard to blend it later. So what I do is I kind of, I go back and forth in different directions. Sometimes I turn the paper, and I put down sort of a light color that starts to fade away to really light. And that's kind of like my first layer. And then I'm going to come back and start to slowly darken it. So just start at one end with it a little dark. You don't want any stripes. No stripes whatsoever. It should be a smooth, even blend all the way across. And so once you get that first light amount down, then you can go back and overlap and go in different directions. Keep turning your paper. Do it with just a light touch until you start to build up dark areas and fade it away to pure white. You can just press a lot lighter down at the end. You can leave a little more space in between your marks. And keep doing this until we build up. Get it all the way out to all of the sides. And keep working your way towards the light end, lightening up as you go. So this is kind of what my second layer looks like. Looks kind of even over a lot of it so far, but I'm going to start to really get the dark ends dark. Now this paper has a little bit of tooth to it, you know, a little bit of texture. So you're really going to have to work hard to get it solid color at one end. Some of that is just going over and over and over it, and some of it is pressing a little harder. And you're just going to keep going until it's deep, dark, and shiny on one end, and it slowly fades away to nothing at the other end. And the tough part with these value scales is often the very middle. You know, it's easy to make it really, really dark, and it's easy, relatively speaking, to fade it away to light. But to try to have, you know, the middle not be all the same can be more of a challenge. And it's okay in the light end if your pencil lines show. Keep changing directions. So we're doing this because a lot of times when people use colored pencil, they use them with all the same value, meaning all the same darkness or lightness. And they really have quite a range. There's so much more you can do besides just a soft, gentle coloring with them.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Eat the stones.
So I think mine looks pretty good. You can hold it up at arm's length to see, is it blending pretty well? What does it look like from a little bit of a distance? Did you get all the way out to your edges?